Now, how you all doing? We got to change plans. It's not a double wide queen stream. Hell no. We got something for you special for you tonight. I was contacted earlier by Zeth and Casey.
And they were backstage waiting to come on stream and tell their side of the story.
I do want to say, though, I did turn off super chats and etc.
Because I told Zeth and Casey that a good way to piss off pigs is to make money off pigs. So, hold on. I am going to drop their Cash App in the chat. So if you want to send them, or Casey, if you're listening, can you drop that Cash App in the chat? I don't think I can get it to work. Hold on. Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it eventually. Casey, if you're listening, go ahead and drop that. Well, if you'll comment, I'll make you a moderator and you can drop it in the chat, Casey, if you're listening, if you can hear me. It is cash sign. The other night, we were talking about, I don't know, I streamed, and I said, you know, hey, it'd be a shame if somebody contacted that Zeth on Facebook, right? But I never done it. And I was going to come on here tonight and talk about the comments that they had left on my video from that day, a couple of days ago. And so I messaged them on Facebook and I asked both of them, hey, do you care if I discuss your comments that you left on the videos I did the other day that you had commented on? And they said no. And very nice people, very chill, very, cool, and they just want to come over here and tell their fucking story. And they looked at a couple of different channels, and they decided to go with the Hillbilly.
They decided to go with the Hillbilly. That's what they said.
Did you hear me when I said to put your Cash App? What is your Cash App? Instead of sending me a tip, send it over to Zeth and Casey, because Zeth told me earlier that he only made $40 for the time he's been working with pigs for the last month. They're asking if you have a PayPal, Casey, or a Venmo or anything like that, which that's fine. Don't worry about it. If you don't, you can put it in the chat, whatever you feel like doing.
Zeth told me that he just wanted... Go ahead, Seth. I mean, Zeth.
Well,
sorry.
Know the truth. I'm $250 in the hole with him. He just built us up to tear us down.
So did you ever make any money playing music with him on live streams or any?
He gave me $10 one time.
$10. A lot of people tip him like $100. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, like I said, put your Cash App in there, your PayPal, whatever you want to do, because nothing makes Negs more mad than making money off his sorry ass.
Oh Lord, y'all hit their Cash App, honey. They deserve one for that one. So, were you making pretty good money on your own before you got with?
This accent just wins everybody over,
That's what it is.
If you ever need to come back on here and say anything else, you're welcome to do that as well.
All right.
And I sent Casey a message, and I sent him one, and I said, hey, is it okay if I use the screenshots and I discuss this? So it surprised me that they, reached out to me. I sent them a message before I went to the Christmas play. So it surprised me that they, reached out to me. I was contacted earlier by Zeth and Casey. I sent them a message before I went to the Christmas play. But I never done it. So it surprised me that they, reached out to me. And they said, actually, we're sitting here with a notebook ready and waiting for your stream. And I said...
okay, feel free to come up if you want to. And they said, hell yes. And that they said they felt comfortable here. I'm sure they're still listening. They feel comfortable coming over here and talking. And I seem like I'd be easy to talk to. And they like the accent. And it is what it is. Okay? Get the fuck over it. Anyway.
Swing. Good morning. Bright and early, 8:45 on a Sunday morning. Good to see you all. I do want to I want to check in with El Ronnie because I hear he was on the Rumble last night and he was reviewing what's their name stream, and then they started playing my stream. So I kind of want to have a peek see at that.
He had to ask for permission and he didn't, right?
Yeah, this poor man, he wants something to be a crime against him so fucking badly. $350 all profit for Ronnie. That's big bucks to him. Hell yeah, that's a lot of money to people like Ron, people like Zeeth himself. Let's not forget, you guys, all right? I know this community especially tends to get a little carried away. Especially when we have instances such as this, where people close to your favorite cow may have ties to them in real life, and people get, they just get a little, I don't know, starstruck maybe. And I guess that's, to be expected. Maybe it's just, basic human nature. I don't know. But let's just remember, okay? Zeeth is the same guy today, Sunday, December 17th, as he was last week, the week before that, and for the last 20 some years. Exactly, Effie Cujo. They were friends for 22 years. Just because this all ended spectacularly and precisely the way we all knew and predicted it would end does not change the last 20 some years of Zeeth being friends with a fucking Ron Corbin. Let that sink in. Don't get, it twisted from my messages back and forth with Mr. Zeeth. This is purely business. Okay, I'm not cozying up to a fucking Zeeth, former friend of Ron Corbin, just because they've had a falling out and they're no longer friends anymore. That's weird, okay?
I mean, you know what I mean? You, what's the saying? Like attracts like or whatever. We appreciate the tea, sir. That's about all. Exactly. We don't do enemy of my enemy. Absolutely not. Now, if, other creators want to go make frenzies with people who have, had lifelong friendships with a Ronald Corbin, yes, please, by all means. Make frenzies. Birds of a feather flock together. Yes, yes. Are you going to tell me that this friend that Ron's known since he was 16 years old had no idea the fuck shit that Ron does on the internet? Give me a fucking break. This is old Ronnie on the YouTube. Interview part 1, 16 years ago. January 30th, 2007. No, you're not going to tell me Zeeth didn't know about Ron's fuck shit on the internet. Absolutely not. So what does that tell us about Zeeth? That Zeeth is very well aware that Ron is a degenerate piece of shit and that he's a degenerate piece of shit on the internet and that he needs to get ahead of that when making the rounds over here on the internet. Miss Pickle says, come on. Now, come on, Sam, you were acting all buddy-buddy when he was talking to you on Facebook. Is it because Belinda had a stream with him? First of all, Miss Pickles, how should I have approached this man in his Facebook DMs? He doesn't know me from anyone on the internet, and I want him to open up to me, feel comfortable talking to me, tell me literally everything, and not hold back anything. Why on earth would I not speak to him in that manner and quickly develop a rapport with him? It's interesting that you see it that way, Miss Pickles, or that you would even make that sort of suggestion. That's interesting. I'm not really sure where you correlate. Is it because Belinda had a stream with him? Belinda can do whatever Belinda wants to do with whomever she wants to do it with. Has absolutely no effect on me over here. Yeah, I said, yes, we're very jealous of Belinda's stream. There, it's out there. We will never recover. We're jealous bitches, Sam. That's all it comes down to. Jealous of whom and what for why. Hold on, what did Bright say? I knew you were going to be like this, Sam. Always so aggressive and confrontational. Was I being aggressive and confrontational with whom? Sam is merely saying, remember Z was Meg's friend for a long time, willing to put up with Meg's BS. Obviously, Sam wouldn't be a dick to him, but we ain't sucking it either. Hell no.
Hell no.
This is our opinions, and we're not supposed to share them because you don't like them, I guess. Yeah, but you can share them, but while I don't want to cozy up to Z or give him money, I knew she'd be bitter about Belinda's stream. Why are you coming into my stream on this beautiful Sunday morning and automatically assigning a word like bitter to my thoughts or opinions on Belinda's stream? I'm sorry that some of you may have taken that as Sam's bitter this morning because Belinda did an interview with Z. I'm sorry that you took that's the message you took away from that. That seems like it's more of a you problem, not a me problem. So I'll just go ahead and let you sit with that. All right?
Z said he wished Ron would leave this sex offender down the road alone because he did his time.
Y'all want Sam to be better and jealous. It's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, but you can't compare Belinda to Sam. Please fucking stop that. Yeah, no shit. Exactly. Let's see. No, you're not jealous or being bitter, but you were taking jabs at Belinda regarding being chummy with Z now, though, because Belinda was saying she would help Z out with his YouTube channel. Again, how would I know that Belinda said she would help Z out with his YouTube channel? I just said more than once I've not watched the Belinda interview from last evening. I'm pretty sure it started after 10 o'clock p.m., and it's a well-known fact around here that I go to bed pretty fucking early. So how would I know that Belinda said she would help Z out with his YouTube channel? So then how would I be taking jabs at Belinda being chummy with Z? Again, I've not watched it, so I have no idea if Belinda was chummy with Z or not. I was speaking to the community because, I'll say it now for a third time. Do I need to say it slower? Maybe I'm talking too fast. I don't know. This community, and I'm not even talking about reactors. I'm talking about you motherfuckers, as a matter of fact. The chatters, the Twitterers, the people who, the observers have a tendency and a history to forget very quickly that there are some people who walk onto the platform for one reason or another, who just because they're dishing dirt on our favorite cow does not mean that they're not pieces of shit people, like in real life. I don't understand. Whatever, doesn't matter. I'm not going to spend my fucking Sunday morning arguing or defending myself against accusations that I'm bitter about Belinda doing an interview with a degenerate piece of crap who up until less than 7 days ago was BFFs with a Ronald fucking Corbin. Get out of my face. Capricorn, thank you so much for the super chat. There are people who want to stir drama between creators. I've seen people try to restart the Yaba FFG beef. Now it's Sam Belinda. People need to trying to start crap creators. Thank you so much for the super chat and for saying that. Murphy Smith said, if we're going to send money, I'd send it to the fat kid who can't jump before I'd send it to Ronnie's BFF for 20 years. Exactly, Murphy Smith, and that's another thing. I mean, yeah, I guess money talks and bullshit walks. I, for one, I'm sorry, like I said, I'll never forget that just 7 days ago, Mr. Zeeth was friends with Ronnie Corbin. I'm not going to offer to help him with nothing, but whatever. Sam and Yada think we forget when they went after Belinda before. We didn't. You were saying Z was cool and trying to get him on panel. LOL. I mean, okay, whatever, Bright. We can sit here and go round and round with you all day, but we're not going to do that. God, does he ever listen to his playback and hear the sound it makes every time he fucking hits his little microphone arm thingy? Genius video, audio, visual producer extraordinaire. I mean, you guys don't find it odd at all. And again, I don't... See, this is why it's so difficult to even, like, speak on any of this shit because of people like Bright and a couple others in the chat who are just going to twist it into, like, oh, Sam's totally jealous and bitter over Belinda. But whatever. Yava says, but did she die? I don't know. I just find it, yeah, and yes, I asked Mr. Zeeth to come on my panel. I asked him more than once, of course. Why wouldn't I? Isn't that what you guys wanted? Wouldn't you guys have wanted to hear everything that was in those messages directly out of Zeeth's mouth on a panel? Absolutely. So I wouldn't be doing my job as a YouTuber who covers Ron and has covered Ron for many, many years if I didn't ask and do my best to get him to agree to come on panel to tell all these things. Now, with that being said, if he'd agreed to come on my panel and told you all these things on my panel rather than me reading our messages to you, I can assure you that I would not have been dropping his Cash App. I think that's a little icky, you know. I don't think that I would be asking this community to make financial donations to a man who, again, this time last week was BFS with Ron Corbin for the last 20 years. Yeah, you know, I don't know. That's just, you know. I don't know. It just makes me itchy a little bit. See, Shady Yabba, why I thought it had nothing to do with Belinda. You thought what had nothing to do with Belinda? I don't understand. Look, I'm not the one who brought Belinda up this morning. I don't give a fuck what Belinda does on her channel, when she does it, how she does it, who she does it with. That has nothing to do with me. So I don't know why you guys are trying to make it have something to do with me. Point is, I just don't understand why any of you in the community were dropping that dude's Cash App. And for what? But it's whatever. It makes some people itchy. It doesn't make other people itchy. Totally fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I'm a fucking celebrity. Right?
Andy, I ain't fighting with no one, but that don't mean I can't say what I think. Y'all ain't bullying me like that again. And exactly. Same goes for me. Fuck that shit. I think it's so funny how anybody thinks that they're gonna come in my chat, Yaba's chat, or anywhere around us and try to dictate how we should feel about somebody, think about somebody, talk about somebody. I don't care who the fuck the somebody is. Fuck that shit. You're not gonna tell me what type of opinion or thoughts I'm gonna have about anybody. I don't care who it is. Exactly, Lindsay. Some of us had to work for our channels. We didn't befriend a Ron or a Foodie to get relevant. No shit. You just can't stand any dissenting opinions. You were buddy-buddy towards him. I don't agree with giving him money either. Oh, okay, Bright. Well, did you speak up last night in Belinda's chat? When the PayPal and the Cash App and everything was being dropped, did you have something to say then about not agreeing with giving him money either? Because you clearly have something to say in my chat with shit you don't agree with, which thus far, the only thing you don't agree with is your perception of some bitterness from me towards Belinda.
Bright says at Yaba, are you talking about losing respect for Belinda? Wow. In all caps. Wow. Yeah, you might want to watch your mouth, Bright. That's so funny. Ms. Pickles came in here running her mouth, starting shit, and now she's just, yeah, his son is indeed fat and can't jump. It is true, Yaba. That's true.
Did you like the interview last night for those that caught it? It was pretty late. It was very last minute. Like 10 minutes, no, maybe about 20 minutes to prep. I did not have any questions written down. I was not prepared. Please forgive me. But, Steph, how are you? Glad you got my Christmas card. I did. Thank you. And it's gorgeous. Also, the Christmas cards that's been sent to me, even if you want to send them a little late, I'm planning on making a little video, even if it's after Christmas. And just, you know, going over it like a little short or whatever and just showing, not the addresses, or not just showing the little Christmas cards and how pretty they are and adding some music and making a little shortsy poo. Because I love them, okay? Damn.
No, Steph, I ain't read your DM. Honey, I've been sitting here at my damn computer trying to get this random comment picker to work. Hold on, let me... Oh, don't read it till later. Am I going to be mad? Now I got to read it. What are you talking about? Oh. Why are people bitter? Oh, the interview? people asked him for an interview. They chose me, okay? They came to me, and they will fucking tell you that. They came to me. It ain't my fault that they might think you had the personality of a goddamn possum. You know, I mean, not my fault, you don't know. And like the deal with dropping their PayPals and stuff, that was my fucking idea. Because when you can tell when people are down on their luck, I know some people can't relate, you know. But when people are down on their luck, I mean, why not make it worth their while? They were coming on before, and I said, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to demonetize this. And I want to drop your PayPal because it's your story to tell. But I know people don't see it. Whatever. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just caught off guard. Like, what? They came to me. I was just going to cover the motherfucking goddamn receipts and the motherfucking comments. Okay, I'm not going to get mad. Jesus, Lord, help me. Jesus, take the wheel. Honey. Interviews are bad this morning. Who? What? I never... 2 or 3 nights ago. Guns remember this, right? It was 2 or 3 nights ago. In a live stream, I said, hey, we was talking about negs, and I said, hey, you know, maybe I ought to reach out to this guy on Facebook. Did I do it? I absolutely fucking did not. I did not. And he'll fucking tell you that. I got receipts. Okay? The whole goddamn conversation, I give 0 shits. And some people may find out once bitten, twice shy. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying?
But whatever. I guess people are mad at me. I don't know. I might get the story later.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ. To be more truthful about their feelings on Twitter, I'll say that. They're pouring gas on their chat right now.
Yes, it is what it is. Like, I had a play to go to. My grandbabies, they were in a little play yesterday. Last night, it was like, we got back. I don't know, it was like 9 or 9:30. I almost killed my husband, too. Okay, my husband, for those of you that don't know, he's in liver failure. And he's got COPD, right? So when we go on to places like that, he's in a wheelchair. And I was driving said wheelchair, okay? And it was raining. And I'll just leave it at that.
So, I reached out. I told, I was going to cover the stream yesterday that Zeth and Casey had been commenting on one of my videos, or a couple of my videos. So I screenshotted those, and I was going to cover that. So, yesterday before I went to that play, or yesterday morning, maybe, I don't know the exact fucking time, I just looked her up on Facebook, actually. I think I messaged her first, and I said, hey, I'm going to talk about, this is Hillbilly Belinda, and I'm going to discuss the comments that you left on the my videos. If that's, you know, not okay, let me know, blah, 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 whatever. And left it at that, and I sent him the same message. And left, and I go to the fucking play. And at this play, it's in... Honey, we so damn far back in the woods last night. Listen here. Let me tell you something. You ever been so far back in the damn woods your ears pop? You know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't no cell phone service. The power runs off of a generator at this church, you know. But I love it, though. And I love going there. It's where my mom and dad live. It's where I was born and raised. So... I'm there, and then I came back, and I get cell phone service, you know, here at the house, whatever. I didn't check my messages till I got back home. And I see they messaged me back, and this was like almost time for me to go live. Like maybe, what time did I go live? 10? This was like 9:30. And, hold on, let me grab my phone. They said they, you know, had looked at going live with, a lot of people had been reaching out to them. A lot. In fact... As soon as I changed the title to my video last night and let people know they were coming on live with me, her fucking phone started blowing the fuck up. I'm just saying. I don't know who the hell it was. None of my damn business. But I told them people would be mad. It's whatever.
I think I said, hey, you know, he said it was okay for me to use his comments or whatever. And I said, you know, I don't know if I asked him. Hold on. I'm just looking. Oh, I said, You can come on the panel if you want to, you know. And because he was like, he's trying to ruin me, etc., etc. I explained how you do it. And at the end, well, actually, when we were talking behind the scenes, before we went live, because I had to see if everything worked, I said, hey, well, I'll just demonetize it. And, you know, because, you know, some things are going on. And you know, some people are out of touch with people, in my opinion, especially here on YouTube. And I think if you see somebody, I don't care what their past is, I don't care who they're friends with, who they were fucking friends with, we've all been friends with bad fucking people. And if you can tell that some people might need help, you know, that's okay. That's okay. That's whatever. Supposedly they didn't watch they're fully aware that we were dropping the PayPal and Cash App. Oh, really? Well, it was at 10 o'clock and they go to bed with the chicken, so I don't fucking know. But thank you, though, Insomnia Al, for the membership. But that's not why we're here today, people. Hell, it's your damn fault. You done come over here and made me mad. Okay? Damn. It ain't that fucking deep. Like, they looked through, they said they looked at several people's channels who had, I guess, contacted them. I don't know who the fuck they meant. But I do want to say this, that last night they were very grateful for the people that sent them donations and stuff like that. Like, they were in tears. And that's what it's, you know, that's what it's all about. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, and he has a lot more stuff that he's holding on to, so I guess some people may have ruined their chances at that as well. So, I'm just saying, if they're running their mouth, but whatever. Worse tea than we heard last night, so, you know, whatever. Lord have mercy, you heated? People don't own the goddamn internet. Y'all don't own the motherfucking internet. Hell's wrong with you, yank my mom. Or they say, okay, I'm just gonna, or is Sam saying now that she didn't want to interview him when she clearly fucking asked, and he said no? Hello? It's not my fault. Hey ass, I didn't jump ahead of nobody's. I didn't jump ahead of nobody. You know, they chose me, and it is what it is, and that ain't my fucking problem. Hey ass, I didn't jump ahead of nobody. You know, they chose me, and it is what it is, and that ain't my fucking problem. That's your problem.
And this is right here on the screen, honey. This is the tackiest merch you ever gonna see on the damn internet, okay? Shut the hell up about it, okay? It's free. Don't complain. Damn.
Shut the hell up about it, okay? It's free. Don't complain. Damn. Come on in here. Get in here. Get in here. Well, don't say too much, because you don't want to be bored from everybody else's goddamn chat, because you know how that goes. Oh, Lord. Alright. So, and we're also going to do a, 2 notebooks. So, we're going to have 3 winners total today. Okay? Alright. Look at these fucking lovely notebooks. Okay? Shit. If you shoot for the queen, you better not miss, motherfucker. I guess I need to get my own self one. Because, I don't know. I'm doing random comment picker. Steph. US only, though. So, if it comes up, whatever. If somebody from out here, you know, wins, then we'll just do it again until we get 3 winners from the US. Because I'm just an uneducated fucking dumbass. We're all fellers over here. We're all fellers over here. So that's it. As soon as you guys contact me, I will go ahead and get that order submitted. It won't come from me. It'll come from Printify. They have been letting everybody know that they are behind because this stuff does have to be printed. So I don't know how fucking long it's going to take. I will tag these people in a community tab. So that's it. That's all I had to do is just come on here and do that, and Indians made me mad as hell. So now I need to go take a damn Xanax and go to bed because I got to work tonight, okay? It's okay, Steph. Hell, you know, it's whatever. I'm quick to anger, but, you know, quick to get the fuck over it, too. So it ain't no big deal. Right before Christmas, bitch! And, thanks for all your support. I really do appreciate it. And thanks for all the support that you showed, Zeth and, Casey last night as well. And, you know, I do apologize. I didn't have much time to prepare at all. I had no questions written down. I just flew it by the damn seat of my motherfucking pants, and that's all it was.